So thanks for inviting me. I hope I meet your expectations. Okay. So I'll talk about this innovation gap, as I call it, and certainly this is something that we will have to close, and unfortunately we will have to close. We as Filipinos will have to close it ourselves. There are a lot of people who will be very happy if we fall on our face. Okay. So. Okay, so I'll talk about how, I come from industry. I have a corporate research background. So I kind of know how to decide priorities. And when you come over here, you realize there's a lot of open loop research here. Nobody has priorities. Okay? Nobody knows, okay, what's the bottom line here? Why am I doing this? So it's my talk will be, I'm an academic now. Okay? I come from corporate research. So it's how those two cultures actually mix within this Filipino environment. Right? It's kind of that story. Right? I'm not going to give you all the solutions to things. I'll just show you some stuff. Okay? So a lot of folks here in the academic, especially in the academic world, they don't really understand that metrics count. Okay? Especially to non-technical guys, management types are very interested in metrics. Technical guys get a bunch of idiots, talking milestone breakthroughs and stuff like that. So we're talking about things like that. We're talking about trying to tap the enormous amount of resources we have in the Filipino-American community, and especially biomedical field. I think that's maybe something controversial that I'm going to say, but I think it's on the right track. Right? So I'll talk about how we can try to get over some of the stereotypes that academics, because I'm in that world, okay? How to get over some of this academic thinking, try to get over a lot of these issues, like we have very old-fashioned ways of thinking about R&D. A lot of people, why do we need a technology investment strategy? If the government's going to give us 10 billion pesos in the next few years, hallelujah. Somebody like me says, I hope you guys have a strategy for spending that money, otherwise we're going to look like idiots. Okay? So it's a meeting of these two cultures, huh? Okay, so and I'll have some suggestions for innovators, and I hope by that time I will have gotten all mad and want to get drunk together, and then when the panel comes up, we'll have all kinds of discussions. Okay? So that's the thing. A little bit about me. I spent a lot of time in the Hughes Aircraft Company at its research labs. I was a Howard Hughes doctoral fellow. And if you provoke me later on, I'll tell you a story. But I was trying to tell everybody at Hughes that I was the bastard son from the middle. This is the airport that I needed as evidence. We might kill him, so there's maybe talking about me. Okay? So I spent a lot of time as director of research for a good number of years. At the end, when HRL is owned by General Motors, Raytheon, and Boeing. So you had to satisfy a whole bunch of owners who individually didn't even know what the heck they need their technology for, but they were pumping in money. So you had to anticipate their needs. They didn't even know what the technology was good for, but you had to tell them, this is good for you. So give me 5 years worth of work in this particular area, it will pay off. Either you lie through your teeth or you have a good story. I lasted that long, so apparently we had some good stories. So after I left, I co-founded a company called Wireless MEMS. I interact with them a lot. I'm here as part of my company, which is looking for opportunities to start new companies in the Philippines. So that's a little bit about me. Okay, there. So it comes from this corporate R&D perspective, and this thing about trying to grow a culture of innovation. Okay, so this is the chart that really got me mad the other day, the other months, let's say. January 2007, PJ O'Rourke has this thing in Atlantic Monthly, okay? Mapping of innovation, okay? So this is the map of the world according to a whole bunch of people. Quick thing you look at, you're on the map if you're net licensing revenue from your R&D or licensing or something like that, or your royalties, okay, are positive. You're not on the map if it's negative, okay? So obviously we're not on the map, and it breaks the hell out of me to see somebody draw a map of the world and the Filipinos aren't there. There's a number of reasons why that could grate on you. Well, okay, yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, but then maybe you're overcounting. Maybe you're forgetting all the guys who contributed to your Silicon Valley who were not from the U.S., but they were from India or they were from Taiwan or the Philippines. And you're counting yourself twice. And in fact, if I did it the other way, maybe I'd come out looking quite differently. But okay, I'm not gonna. Ways of mapping. You can map the world according to what fraction of the society, the women, actually get to participate. And that's good news for us in some of those things. You can map this world according to how much R&D is spent. All right. What I don't like about these things, and that the darn thing didn't come out, is that this doesn't show, in fact, that there's this flattening of the world. That the barrier for entry into high-tech fields have been significantly lowered. Sitting inside my lab in Ateneo, I'm just a few clicks from the latest results in biochemistry or in IT. I can read the patent literature. I can see what Apple is doing. Okay? So it's a lousy excuse to say that I don't have that information, okay? And I'm really unable to cope. So